They were willing to cut away the old so that God could do a new work, because the capacity that the old had was not enough to fulfill what God had. You can't carry what God needs you to carry living and looking and carrying your old skin. You can't use the old vessel to contain what God has for you now. See, you try to work it out the way that you used to work it out. You try to perceive and understand the way that you used to perceive and understand. And now you're fighting not the new wine. You're not fighting the ideas of it. You're fighting the ability to carry it. See, how many times have you found yourself in a place where God says, I want you to do this. And you say, God, I'm not able. It's the old skin, church. You don't have any room for growth. You don't have any room for expansion. See, Jesus said that's foolish. Everybody knows that that's not right. You put new wine into a new skin. See, this is the key to Colossians that we've been talking about a lot. Paul said, you've done put away the old man. He said, but now you need to put on the new man. So church, this is the command. This is the question tonight. How long are you going to try to contain what God has for you with the old vessel? How long are you going to think that the old ways are still kosher? How long are you still going to try to react the same way? See, you've been pushed and pressured and built up, and you grew in your own ability. But the problem is that that's not enough for what God has for you. You can't just look and say, well, God, I've been there. I know what it's like to be hated. You were hated for a different reason. You weren't hated because you loved God. You were hated because you loved yourself. You were hated because you loved sin. And so the way that you were hated before is not sufficient for how you're being hated now. See, because when you were there, you recognized, yeah, I probably deserve this. But now you're saying, I'm doing what God wants me to do, and this isn't working out. And you're questioning God, and you're mad at God, and you're saying, God, why is this isn't working? Why is it that I'm getting aggravated? Why is it that I'm falling in this same trap? Why is it that I'm reacting this way? The problem is that you're looking at it the way you used to look at it. You don't have room for growth.